Hey guys and girls, and thank you for watching another episode of the Xbox Tester. My name is Maurice. Today we're getting a look at Star Trek Resurgence on the Xbox Series S. I was really looking forward to this one. It's like a, Telltale style kind of Star Trek game. It's a brand new game. It came out this week. And I'm a real big fan of these science fiction series. So let's get into it. First of all, let's see how much data this game is. And that's 11.8 GB. Game is not on Gamepass and it's $40, but I've seen it cheaper on some other websites. So if you're trying to get this game, I would certainly recommend it getting from one of those websites. That's how I got it. So it's Xbox Gen 9 Gen Scarlet, fully optimized, and let's go start it up. You guys, if you like this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Means a lot for me. You're really helping out the channel. You can also hit the bell icon. I upload almost on a daily basis. New games, old games, updates on games. Even a little bit of hardware here and there. So, Star Trek. I'm not a fan. I just don't want to say that I am a fan. But I do like it. I do like to watch the series. I think I've watched all the series. At least the original ones, Next Gen and I think Enterprise. Those are the ones that I completely watched. But I still think I need to do Deep Space Nine and Voyager. Don't know why. But yeah, it is what it is. Left stick. So we're starting right away. I must say the game looks really good. It is 30 FPS, and now I'm gonna say it like it is. This is the only, but really the only genre of games that gets away with 30 FPS. And that's why, because it's a story driven game. There's not a lot of action in it. And it's like those Telltale games, you know, they're really slow paced and they don't need to be 60 FPS. It doesn't add anything. I think it's with games like these, it's maybe even better to play them at 30 FPS. Yeah, you heard that correctly. Because I would rather have a high resolution and graphics mode like this one has. And this one definitely has a high resolution on the Series S. So this feels like 1440p. And I must say, it looks gorgeous on the Series S.
Is that?
And it's all like you QTEs. It's really story driven. So if you're a big fan of the Star Trek series, I can highly recommend it. It's an original story with an original cast. And the only sad thing is that I didn't hear that much about the game. Because it does feel like a high quality game. Is there anything that's not completely what you like, Maurice? Well, yes, there's one thing I don't like. They forgot to put in inverted controls. Why? Why forget something essential like inverted controls? It's like the most basic thing most gamers need. And before any publisher or game developer says you, but not many. 10% of all console gamers play up on inverted. And I'm one of those that play on inverted.
I'd rather not end up degaussing plasma manifolds. Hanging upside down makes me queasy.
And I also must say that the voice acting is actually quite well. It's pretty good.
Looks like we got here before.
Then again, I just played a few really big.
We were just looking for you, Commander.
Yeah.
Petty Officers Ed Solar,
Mediocre games.
Diaz. I was beginning to think you would be late.
So to finally have something that's
which means if you are not at your post at the appointed time, I do not have someone to replace you.
that looks and plays like this, I'm happy.
I have been forced to make to Petty Officer Ed Solar on repeated occasions.
Well, Commander Chovak, isn't it true that if we were almost late, it categorically means that we were not late?
That is correct, Mr. Diaz.
I mean, if anything, Ed Solar and I are following the schedule to the letter.
Yes, perhaps I should adjust the schedule accordingly.
So, I don't suppose you wanted us down here to check in before we go off duty?
Equip yourselves in EV suits to work on the exterior of the hull. I need you to tune the structural integrity field for optimal performance. The subspace distortions and ionic interference we are experiencing are preventing the proper calibration. But this ship must be ready to depart shortly, despite the storm. The precise nature of these disturbances are not fully understood. But many systems have been affected by the wide band of emissive activity.
We'll be ready.
Whatever it throws at us, we'll be ready. We've got the best chief engineer in the fleet.
I am a Vulcan, Mr. Diaz. Flattery is not necessary. All that I require is that you do your job. Right now, that entails critical preparations, because long-range sensors show that these disturbances
I
are more
love
severe
the
at our
aesthetic,
destination,
the looks,
the Hotara
and
system.
it's.
You have your orders.
I'm actually flabbergasted that I finally
Commander Chovak.
see a game that just runs well.
Hands on deck.
You know, it looks good. It looks
What's that?
perfectly
All hands
fine.
on deck. That's what Chovak said. You know what that means?
It's super
It
sharp.
means this ship isn't ready to go out, and the brass know it. So they're throwing every
Finally.
body at it, and they're going to leave on schedule.
Now, you gotta have some faith, Nilly. Starfleet Command wouldn't send us out if we weren't ready.
6 months ago, I probably would have.
I think this is one of those games that could easily look really great on a big screen
Or
TV.
any old relaunch.
Oh, whoa. Excuse me.
A lot of new faces coming on board. It's got to be tough coming as a replacement. That's for sure.
They seem all right. Something that happened 6 months ago while they were off on another ship? Well, that's nothing to hold against them.
Yeah, you're
It
right.
starts great.
I guess getting a little new blood on board doesn't hurt.
And it feels so incredibly super Star Trek-y.
Now there's an old face I didn't expect to see again. Hey, Miranda!
You weren't gonna leave without me, were you?
Miranda, you're here?
We thought you were staying on the Adirondack.
Transfer came in at the last
I hope
minute,
we're getting to see some
that's
Jedis, because yeah, this is
Looks like you
all
got it back together pretty nicely.
a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Don't talk badly about one of the best ships in all of
Use the
Star-
Force,
We've
Harry.
rebuilt enough of her by now. She better
Potter.
be one of the best.
We'll see about that.
You shall not pass.
But I am glad to be here. He still owes me a bottle of
No,
Saurian
I'm
brandy.
kidding.
Don't think I forgot.
I know how it
Oh,
works.
yeah, it's coming back to me now.
Maybe Carter can rustle up that bottle and we can
It
get you a
looks
proper one.
great. I have nothing to complain
As soon as we
except
wrap
for
up
the
this
inverted
little
controls.
spacewalk.
That's the only complaint I have with this game. I'm so happy
Here, let me help you.
Thanks.
So
because
what's
the
word?
game really looks great.
Rotation?
Yep.
And it feels a lot like Star Trek. This is what I want to see in a Star Trek game.
Good to go.
You can actually feel that the people that made this game love the
See you on
series.
the other side.
Activating magnetic souls.
The music, everything. Look at this. Is it the best looking game? No. But is it serviceable? Yes. More than serviceable.
That view never gets old.
Let's go.
Very, very cool. But yeah, you guys, this is Star Trek running on the Xbox Series S. And yeah, I'm happy. It's perfectly well optimized. This is the only genre of games that can get away with 30 FPS. And I think that everyone that likes Star Trek or loves Star Trek should check this game out. It's really, really, really fun to play. Thank you for watching. Hope you had fun. Hope to see you guys soon in another one. Bye.